Just set myself up. Alright. Thanks, Conchetta. I'm that dickhead that wears sequins to an open mic night. And get 5 layers of cake. Yes, quite expensive cake, I might add. $80 worth of foundation. Why I sell at Mecca? What the fuck do they put in there? But like gold or something like that? Someone tell me why it's $80. I can't handle it. But you know what? Thank God these lights aren't that strong, because then you'd be able to see all the blemishes, and we can't have that. Not for Instagram. No. No, definitely not. But you know what? There is one thing I do need to add with the whole makeup situation is it's a bit hard being a shopping addict. Sometimes and you know what, please don't judge me for saying this if you know someone or whatever, but sometimes I think it's better being an alcoholic as opposed to a shopping addict. And I have a very, very fucking valid reason. Sephora. And say yes if you know yes, and say no if you know no, whatever. Okay. Does your local Sephora support Afterpay? Yes. Does your local BWS support Afterpay?
No.
Hence my point. Thank you very much. 24 years old, living in Sydney and in crucial financial debt due to Afterpay. Thank you. Yes. Oh, you know what I'm talking about over there, hun, don't you, in the PE Nation jeans? Or does your father still pay for it? Yeah, probably, I bet. Nice hoops. Okay, so living in Sydney, 24 years old, financial debt. One word I can say, you're fucked if you're trying to get in real estate. My biggest thing is how am I going to pay for crushed avo tomorrow morning? God, I'm an asshole. No, but seriously, especially let me pinpoint one minority in particular. People that are my age, so 24 years old, Gen Y, and living in Western Sydney. They've got the luxury of being from a European or Arabic background with parents' bank accounts. And if their parents don't help them buy their first property, it's pretty much like, Mum, how can you make me starve like this? Fuck you! You brought me here, not me here. I'd rather be in Melbourne if it was up to me. But, you know, parents don't have any control over it, whatever. So then we get pissed off with the parents. Well, not me personally, because I'm smart. I still live at home. But but I'm Croatian as well, so it's fucked. So I can't actually leave if I wanted to. It's funny, I know, but it's true. Thank God my brother's not here to hear this. No, but seriously, so the parents don't give like their kid their first help, at least the deposit of 150 grand to a $1.1 million home in $5. Not much. I'm being serious, not much, but so they say no, you need to do it yourself, become independent, whatever. And then in the back of their heads, they're just like, fuck you, Mum, I'm moving to Bondi, becoming a hipster. Yeah, that's what happens. And then, they've got to learn to budget on their monthly allowance. They don't have Mum and Dad paying for rent anymore, so instead they're working out how to pay for rent, their phone bill if they feel like paying for it, make sure you pay for your smashed avo, and then, because you're from Bondi and you're a hipster now and you're rebelling against your parents, you're probably creating a coke addiction as well. And you know what the unfortunate thing is they see the light once that happens, because it's then your local dealer, he offers a special kind of afterpay. After 24 hours, interest kicks in. You don't want to know what the interest is. It's worse than Australian debt recovery. It's very bad, very bad. But, back to from living at home and in Croatian and whatever, I'd like to think that I'm actually the smart one that hasn't left home. And back to my other point, I'm not allowed to leave home, so, what can you fucking do? I can only dream, I can't actually do. But, the general rule is you come into a Croatian family, you meet someone, fall in love, have babies, have multiple babies till you create a soccer superstar or someone that owns a project management company in construction. And then if you pop out a female, you've got to teach her the most efficient fucking way to hold a household. And if she can't do that, adoption in Albania. It works. They'll take you limb for limb, hun. But as much as I'd love to follow the rules, it's not me. I'm a white girl with goals, so I can't follow that road, sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, what do you want?
Just say that I'm good.
She's really good. She's really pretty too.